Hello, you're welcome to Pulse Sports here on the JoyNews channel. Well, it's not the usual studio discussion we have on a normal day. Today we are outside. We are doing something different, and it's just to build up to something big, something amazing happening on the 24th of December here in Accra at the Bukom Boxing Arena. Well, it's all about boxing, and it's a Cabic big fight night, and it's going to happen live here in Accra. So, I mean, you don't have any reason to miss this, and we are privileged to have with us the main man, the brain behind this big promotion. This is not the first time they are doing this. Actually, the second night happening here in Accra, and he's going to tell us more in terms of how they are preparing and also what we should expect on the big night. That's on December 24. Mr. Ivan Kujo Bruce, or Mr. Ivan Bruce Kujo, yeah, is the CEO of Cabic Promotions. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you, my brother. Good afternoon to your viewers. It's a privilege having you in my office. And as you rightly said, we have had this very boxing syndicate for some time now, and this is our third fight. Yeah.
In terms of preparations and everything we are doing towards this, how far have you gone?
Oh, we are far advanced in preparations towards the fight itself, and it hasn't been easy. It's a long journey, but gradually we are sailing through. I would say previously we were having much sponsorship from, let's say, media outlets, but God being so good, we have DSTV in our fold now, TV3 in our fold now, and luckily enough, yourself, Joy FM, and its partners. We are very privileged and very happy that for now we have all those kind of media outlets coming into our folds. And come 24th night, we have seen it before, but this time I believe with all this media backing us, it will be a very kind of something different.
I mean, since it's the third time we are doing this, obviously, I mean, we've gone through a lot of challenges. What are some of the challenges you would want to highlight for those watching to know, and probably maybe if they want to support, they will quickly come in and support?
Thank you for that question. The main challenges that we kind of experience in this things that we do is it's very difficult these days in getting sponsorship. And in all the things that we're doing, one person can't carry the whole thing on his shoulders. And most of those things are normally sponsored by, corporate bodies, as well as the media outlets. Outside there in the US and in Europe, it is the TV stations that kind of makes the fight itself. It's not the promoters nor the managers. But in Ghana here, you call on the media to help, and they all come with so many stories. I know Ghana is hard, things are tough. But when someone is, let's say if someone is trying to climb a ladder or trying to climb a tree, the person putting in more effort is the one you help up. And it's like, we are not getting that help. So most of the time when I speak about things like this, I ask that the media, the corporate bodies should try and help. Because Ghana, let me say, our sports is mainly football and boxing. And this time, boxing went down, but this time it's coming up again. And how can we push it to the utmost best that we can is by, doing this kind of fights here and there, trying to reach the top. And to get to the top, it isn't an easy task. And then again, I always say, boxing is a major foreign exchange earner. Aside football that we do, when, let's say, for instance, it's just unfortunate, nobody lost this bout. But, for instance, we have heavyweight boxer, we have super welterweight, and we have a middleweight. If any of these three should get to the top, and God being so good, we believe we'll get there. And let's say we fight one of the big guys, Anthony Joshua, Fury, Dante, all those people. If we are able to get to that target and then fight one, my brother, quite recently when they fought, you know the money that came into it. So imagine that one of my boxers have gone to that level, fought with these guys. Even if we don't win, which of course we never go anywhere to lose. even if we don't, definitely there will be a lot of money around that. You know, it will turn the life of that very boxer, and then the family will turn their life around. And then again, the country itself will also be a beneficiary to it.
So on 24th, one of your boxers, or two of your boxers will defend their title. Three actually, two. So Patrick Alote and the heavyweight boxer Harrison. In terms of their preparations, I mean, I'm sure you've been monitoring them as well as the other things you are doing in ripping up support for this very bout. In terms of their preparations, how are they also doing?
One thing we don't compromise is with training. And to be a boxer, and a very good boxer, all you need to do is concentrate most of the time on your training. Because the whole thing is about conditioning yourself, making sure you are very fit to do what you're doing. Then any other thing is a plus, like the techniques here and there that will be taught you and all that stuff. And believe you me, our boxers, anytime we have fight, we kind of let them stay off family for some time, make sure, concentrate on their training. And believe me, as I'm talking to you now, they've already gone for training, they've closed the resting. In the evening again, they'll go again for training. And very soon they'll start their sparring, which of course I'll invite you guys to come to the training gyms to see their outcome and things that they are doing.
Well, it's very important. I mean, Mr. Ivan spoke about how the boxers are training. I mean, recently, before had the issue of Isaac Dugbe losing, and he mentioning that he was ill-prepared going into the world title bout. And it's mind-boggling that a boxer will go into a title defense bout and will say he was ill-prepared. So we wouldn't want that to happen on the 24th, and we want all our boxers to successfully defend their title. But Mr. Ivan, on the 24th, obviously a big night for all of us, Christmas Eve. I mean, if someone is coming, what should a person expect?
Most of the time I say, whenever you're doing something, you do it 1, 2, you do the first one, the second one, definitely you have to improve on what you did the first time. And this is our third time. Believe you me, it wouldn't be how would I even put it? It would be something dramatic. Just come and watch. And believe you me, there will be a lot to live in the minds of people thereafter, that they will talk about it. That 24th night, we watched this fight and it was something else. And there's a lot of attractions such as the musical, people coming on board to perform on that day. And then again, a lot of food to eat and drink, just to make merry, more or less like a party.
Okay, so you can assure Ghanaians that
on that night,
will defend their titles. We wouldn't have
not just defending, we kind of defending and still keeping the title in Ghana.
Okay. Mr. Ivan, thanks so much for having us. Okay, so that was Mr. Ivan Buskujo. He is a CEO of Cabic Promotions, and they are putting together the amazing big fight nights that we've been witnessing here in Accra at the Bukom Boxing Arena, and this is the 3rd edition. So please, on December 24, the only place to be is at the Bukom Boxing Arena to watch our boxers defend their titles successfully. As you mentioned, it's not just about defending their titles, but doing it in a grand style. All right, that's how we end Pulse today. Thanks so much for your company. I'm Benedict Owusu.